Halliburton, they are going to be in a scenario where they're going to create opportunities. The question is whether or not the young man is ready to seize the moment.
Those are a couple of guys that were selected last year. Dennis Scott, there's plenty of guys that were selected this year just a couple of weeks ago.
No question about it, Jared. Jay, you know, it's one of my favorite times of the year. There's a lot of these young men out here on the court tonight. Their dreams have come true, all the hard work, all the AAU games. Now, are you ready to take that next step forward? Some second-round draft picks. Let's keep an eye on Tyrese Proctor, the kid from Duke. I really love his upside. And if I'm not mistaken, Jared, he got that 4-year deal after being drafted the other night in Barclays. So happy to see him play. It's going to be very interesting. This NBA, like you mentioned, Jay, is very deep. Which one of these guys can be on the final roster opening night?
You're exactly right, 3D. Proctor getting a 4-year deal with 2 of them guaranteed. We are underway with Summer League on NBA TV. The 2K26 Las Vegas Summer League. Cleveland in those maroon jerseys, Indiana in the whites. Give you the starting 5s here for the Indiana Pacers. Cam Jones with Enrique Freeman, Ray J. Dennis, Johnny Furphy, and Philip Wheeler. On the court for the Cavaliers, it'll be Craig Porter Jr., a 3rd-year guy. Norchad Omier, Jalen Tyson, who we talked about, Tyrese Proctor, Naquan Tomlin, a guy we'll get into a lot as well. So
I got to say, I was impressed with your ability to pronounce all those names.
Well, this is a 40-minute game. Give me time to screw them up.
Well, that'll happen, but
yeah.
You know what? You got off to a banging start, so we're happy about that. You know what, too, Jared, when you think about one of the other changes with the league, depth, right? The Pacers and the Cavs, 2 teams that played a lot of bodies over the course of the season, is Murphy able to get all the way to the rim for a score. And so you're right, it's not just being on the roster. There are going to be opportunities to play significant roles as the season progresses.
Naquan Tomlin with the 3. Tomlin, a guy who signed a 2-way contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Furphy, gets in deep, penetrates, kicks, corner, 3-ball is good for Ray J. Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis knocks down the triple, but Furphy, how about playing downhill in attack mode and able to make a play there under duress? Beautiful feed for the triple.
Omier goes up, and he got tied up and hit. So Norchad Omier will go to the free throw line. These were 2 of the better stories in the NBA this season. Cleveland, 64 wins, 2nd best record in the NBA, #1 seed in the Eastern Conference until they ran into the Pacers. There were some injuries, obviously, to Darius Garland during that series and to Donovan Mitchell. Garland going to come into next year off of that toe surgery. He'll be cleared for basketball activities, Garland will, heading into training camp. So it's unclear at this point when he'll be ready to see game action.
Yeah, the talk from what I'm hearing from their front office, it's first couple weeks, they may hold him out as a precautionary, but they in essence expect him to be able to hit the ground running, which is going to be important. We talked about it. A different landscape in this Eastern Conference now with Halliburton being out and Jason Tatum and the revamped roster from the Celtics. So the opportunity is going to be there for someone to step up in that Eastern Conference.
And the Pacers were an incredible surprise. One of the most fun runs to the NBA Finals with their theatrics and late game drama that we've ever seen. Tyrese Halliburton, the head of the stake there, as we got a foul underneath. Enrique Freeman got hit.
And the thing about the Pacers, like a lot of people look at them as a surprise. It was a team that went to the conference finals the year prior, but for the slow start because of injury. Remember, they had significant injuries to start the season, and that's why they got off to a poor start. But if you look at them from the first of the year on, they had one of the 3 best records in the league. So they were trending heading into the postseason, and boy, did they validate that trend with that postseason run.
Tied at 5 here in the Summer League opener between the Pacers and Cavaliers after that kickball, 14 on the shot clock. Furphy gets triple teamed, loses it, but it comes out to Dennis. Dennis off target on the 3, and it'll be Cleveland basketball. Here's Tyrese Proctor going strong to the cup, and there's his first points as a pro.
You heard Dennis Scott talk about Proctor. I like his game as well. He competes defensively. You know he can shoot the basketball. They're showing he can put it on the floor and attack.
Tyrese Proctor, second-round pick, as Dennis said, 4-year, $8.9 million contract. Unusual to get guaranteed years as a second-round pick.
Well, because of the new CBA, Jared, you're going to see more and more of that. Because that second-round pick is going to become so much more valuable because they were able to knock down that triple there by Tomlin there. Because of the way the salary structure is, so if you can get good value with second-round guys and lock them up for long-term, it gives you much more flexibility. And, you know, if you got 3 or 4 of those picks, you don't have to hit on all of them. If one of those guys hits, it sets you up. And you see here a nice change of direction, able to finish underneath there on that finger roll. Just a great job. And he's going to get opportunities like that if he's in the rotation, because he's going to play off of guys who command respect defensively, and it's going to create downhill drives and open shots for him on the perimeter.
Cleveland has scored the last 7 points to take a 5-point advantage. That's Ray J. Dennis at the line. He was on the G League All-Rookie squad last year. Dennis on a 2-way contract, which means you split your time between the real NBA squad and the G League team. Porter knocking down the triple. So the run continues here. They have scored a 10-1 run here. Cam Jones backs it out for Freeman. Freeman, the spin. Freeman draws the contact. And Freeman will go back to the line for the Pacers.
It was just a nice, strong attack there. But you talked about Porter Jr. on that triple. This is a guy that he had some great moments for the Cavs last year. If you remember, he stepped up in a big way and showed a lot of promise for this Cleveland group.
Part of it, that's Ray J. Dennis going to the line, but this Cleveland team has not been very disciplined on defense here. They've committed 5 fouls and hasn't even been 3 minutes of play. Remember, we play 4 10-minute quarters here in Summer League.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, you get 10, so we shouldn't have anyone foul out. And also keep in mind, just like this is the Summer League for the players, it's kind of the Summer League for the officials. These are not necessarily NBA officials, but they're young officials who are hoping to find themselves moving up to the next level based off some of their performances here.
There's Tyson, strong move, didn't go. Second effort by Jalen Tyson. Our officials today: Talise Painter, Kevin Fahey, and Caitlin Versosa. Dennis, corner 3 ball, his second triple of the afternoon.
Pacers playing a lot like the big club right there. Good job with their attacks, spacing the floor, and knocking down open triples.
3-point opportunity for Naquan Tomlin as he got fouled on his way to the basket. Funny you say that about the Pacers Summer League squad emulating the regular season team. Isaac Jacob is the head coach for this Summer League team as assigned by Rick Carlisle. And he said, simply put, I want to play our brand of basketball. The Summer League team is going to be fast. We're going to compete. We're going to pick up full court and play for 40 minutes.
And I tell you, that's really the recipe for success. It was last season. I think you're going to see more of that. And I think it's really smart. And this is where, as a young player, you've got to understand what the team is looking for, big picture. And that's something that oftentimes gets lost. Your skill set's got to fit what they're trying to accomplish out on the floor.
Tomlin has half of the points so far for the Cavs. They lead it by 7, under 6.5 to go in the opening quarter. Dennis has led the way with 9 for the Pacers. Here he is under the basket and turns it over. Proctor has it. Proctor backs it out. Now goes full steam. Gives it off, and it's turned over. Niang couldn't hang on to it. And there's a travel by Furphy. Salio Niang checking in for the first time. He was the one that turned it over for the Cavaliers, number 77. Head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers for Summer League is Omar Cook. You're from the New York area. You're familiar with his work. Former star at St. John's. Now entering his 4th season as an assistant coach with the Cavaliers. Remember, he was selected 32nd overall back in 2001. Came from that famed high school at Christ the King,
Yeah.
which you are very familiar with.
Very much so. Omar Cook, incredibly gifted player, had a phenomenal high school career, the collegiate career, and has really impressed a lot of folks with his ability to teach and coach the game and connect with these young players.
Brings us to our first media timeout. Cavaliers off to a 7-point lead in the opener on NBA TV. Game 2 of a 76-game slate over the course of 11 days. The top 4 teams will advance after they play 4 games, and the championship game will be played on July 20th out here in Las Vegas.
Man, Summer League has come a long way, Dennis, from when we played.
My goodness. My goodness. A long, long way, Jerry. And I was thinking about it back then, because we've been out here in Vegas for 10, 11.
Oh, my goodness. We did it. We did the LA Summer League.
Right, that was on like a weekend.
That was, yeah, it was like 4 or 5 days at Loyola Marymount. No AC in the gym.
Oh, man.
But boy, did we have fun.
Yes, we did.
It's an 18-11 lead for the Cavaliers over the Pacers. Nearly a turnover, 4 on the shot clock. They dump it down low, and that is Enrique Freeman. Big summer league for Freeman, who had a 2-way deal with the Pacers. That has expired. He is trying to vie for one of the final 2-way spots available on this roster going into next season. Cleveland.
I'm sorry, but Jerry, you were talking about those rosters.
Tyson bucket in the foul.
A nice, strong drive. Tyson's shown a lot of physicality in his attack on the offensive end. Good drive. It just explodes up over the defender there. And how about the ability to finish there through that contact? You were talking about the makeup of both these rosters, right? In terms of there's not like a lot of room for these guys. Sometimes you're just buying to get a 2-way contract.
Right, so let's break it down for you at what is exactly at stake for these guys. Their careers, right? For the Indiana Pacers, their 15-man guaranteed contract roster is full. In terms of the 2-ways, each NBA team has allowed 3 2-way players. Furphy turns it over. Here comes Tomlin. He's been hot. Tomlin loses it, and it's last touched by Indiana. The Pacers have 1 2-way spot available. And there are those who believe that Freeman and Talen Peter, who was just selected with the 54th overall pick, are vying for that last spot on the Pacers' 18-man roster. In terms of the Cavaliers, much different situation. They have 2 open roster spots, but likely, if you look at the history of the Cavaliers, they usually don't go to 15. They go to 14. So they've got 13 guys on their NBA roster under contract. They are still looking for 1 more roster spot. And among their 2-ways, Omar Cook and the Cleveland Cavaliers have 1 on the roster here. Naquan Tomlin will be a 2-way player for the Cavaliers next year. Luke Travers will also be a 2-way, but he's played 3 years of Vegas basketball. He didn't need to play a 4th year. So Travers and Tomlin will be a 2-way player. Cavaliers have 1 spot open, and that is what is being competed for, as well as that roster spot. Travel there.
And to your point, remember also, a lot of these guys aren't just auditioning for their respective rosters, right? That everyone's here.
Yeah, every scout.
And there are other teams that will have spots that they're looking to fill certain needs, whether it be the 2-way or potentially on their 15-man roster. So lots to play for here for these young men.
Got a foul on the Cavaliers, who lead it 21-13 here. Under 4.5 to go first quarter. Greg Anthony, Dennis Scott, Jared Greenberg. This will be inbounded by Cam Jones, who was the 38th pick by the Spurs, then shipped on draft night to the Pacers. Cam Jones will be a standard contract player this year with the big club. Signed a 4-year deal, Cam Jones, recently for the Pacers.
They hit the base sideline out of bounds there on Furphy. And part of that is that tells you the belief that they have in Cam Jones. They love his physicality, good decision maker. See Furphy there after the turnover. And again, with the absence of Tyrese Halliburton this upcoming season. There are going to be opportunities for someone in that backcourt.
Jalen Tyson knocks down the three. He shot 43% last year in the G League. And they're going to need more shooting, the Cavaliers. And they're going to look for that from him, which is why many believe he's got the opportunity to play heavy rotation minutes next year. Underneath the basket. Did he step out of bounds? No, there was a foul. Taking a look at Jalen Tyson, who's played well. He's got 8 points here early on, 3 of 4.
Yeah, and you know, he's physical. You can almost get a sense that he's mature physically, right? And you can tell that he's had some NBA experience by the confidence that he's playing with. He's here about business, and he has performed really well here early on.
And it's something about the Pacers that triggers him. Last game of the season when the Cavaliers sat virtually all their rotation players. Furphy all net on a triple try. That last game of the season, Tyson stepped in and scored a season best, a career best, 31 points against Indiana to close out the year. New faces into the game. We'll reset the lineups for you here. But Tyson again, nice spin move, lefty, layup, no good. Furphy knocks it around, comes back down to the Cavaliers. That's Shredrick. Shredrick, no, on the buddy. And it's last touch by Cleveland. It'll be Indiana basketball. Take another look at Johnny Furphy.
He came out early, attacking, playing downhill there with a beautiful catch and shoot triple. Again, he's got a really solid skill set. He's kind of continued to develop physically, get that body to mature, and be ready for the physicality at this level.
You know, you mentioned that finish to the year that the Pacers had as Furphy fires another three. It's no good. The finish caught a lot of people by surprise because they started the year, the first 25 games, 10-15. But what got lost in the sauce with that losing record, as you mentioned, was the injuries. Nembhard was hurt at times. Neesmith got hurt at times. They lost their second string and third string centers, Isaiah Jackson and James Wiseman, to torn Achilles. This was a team that was overcoming adversity, and then once things really changed, December 13th was really the date. Game 26. From game 26 on, the Pacers had the 4th best record in all of basketball on their way to the NBA Finals.
And it's a great point. And remember also that Tyrese Halliburton was dealing with that hamstring from the summer. He wasn't quite ready to start the season.
Correct, yeah. It was not until around the All-Star break that he was on his game. It's a 10-point lead for the Cavs. We'll take a timeout and come right back. Good. 64-18. Best record they've had. They're in as the #1 seed in the East, and then the injuries came along and it slowed them down, and they got stunned in that second round series against Indiana.
To your point, it's not just that they got stunned. I think the bigger issue was the way they played in the regular season, they weren't able to have translate to the postseason.
What do you think it was?
Well, what happens in the game, I always say this, in the NBA, the regular season shows you who you can be, but the postseason shows you who you are. And I just think the level of physicality really, it hurt them. They just never caught up to the physicality and the pace that the Pacers were playing, and it just really disrupted who they were. And of course, injuries play a role in it, but they just didn't look like the same team we had seen over the course of the regular season.
Tristan Enaruna out of Cleveland State could not complete the three-point play. It's 26-16 Cavaliers. Good defense there by the Cavs. Here comes Craig Porter out of the break. They whip it around. Robinson fakes on a three, gets his defender in the air. Robinson misfires. Porter tries to track down the rebound. Look at the hustle we got here in Summer League. Loose ball, and it'll be Indiana basketball here with 2:29 to go. Take another look at the guys hitting the deck. They're playing for something out here in Vegas.
Yeah, great effort. And I think you're just seeing this level of intensity and pressure all over the floor throughout the league. You know, I think the Pacers kind of set that tone for so many, and you're seeing this Cavs group come out and just really getting after it on both sides.
Jackson Robinson off on his second straight three. Taylen Peter comes down with it. Keep your eye on number 4 in the white jersey. Taylen Peter could earn one of those, that final two-way spot. He cuts, gets the open look, and a wide open layup for Talon Peter. What a great story he is out of Liberty, where he was the Conference USA 6th Man of the Year. A guy that's had a lot of stops along his journey, but people in Indiana feel he could really have a nice career in the NBA.
And one thing I love about what Indy does is in terms of player evaluation, Porter Jr. with a nice little fade there on the jumper. They look for guys that play the way they like to play. And you saw an example of there, Peter, his ability to play without the basketball, cutting, spacing the floor. That's so important to their success.
Baker missed the three. Anaruna short on the three as well. And Ray J. Dennis comes down with it. He's been everywhere. Ray J., one of the two-way contract players. This is Furphy. Furphy knocks it down. Johnny Furphy's got 8.
He has looked really good. We talked about Ray J. Dennis has played really well in spurts also here for the Pacers.
Under a minute to play, first quarter. 7-point game. Anaruna makes the three, but Furphy goes down. And this is not good here, as Johnny Furphy hit the deck midway through the defensive possession. Try and get another look at Furphy. We'll get a timeout and show you that when we come back here from Vegas, as everyone holds their breath with Furphy down. All right, here's what just happened here. Johnny Furphy, top of the screen, number 12, goes down as he tried to make a cut. Non-contact injury there for Furphy. He left the court, went back to the locker room here in Vegas. We'll keep you up to speed as soon as we have any sort of update on Johnny Furphy, the 35th pick from 2024. Summer League action continues tonight on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. On ESPN this evening, the headliner of Summer League 2025, Bronny James and the Lakers against Cooper Flagg and the Mavs. That'll be followed by the Spurs. See if we see the second overall pick against Philadelphia. And BJ Edgecombe, who's been battling a thumb injury. Wheeler just comes in and gets the putback there for Indiana.
I tell you, Edgecombe looked really good.
Played one game and looked awesome.
Yeah, he looked terrific.
Yep.
Explosive, just you got to be really excited if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan.
And Harper,
his potential.
And Harper for the Spurs. Hope to see him. Hope to see Edgecombe, assuming that thumb contusion he was dealing with is all healed up. Well, it looks like as Johnny Furphy went back to the locker room, the president of the Pacers, Kevin Pritchard, went back as well. He is now headed back to his seat. So that we would hope is a good sign. At the free throw line for Cleveland, Tristan Anaruna, who played for the Maine Celtics in the G League last year, averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds. It is a 33-23 lead. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. R.J. Dennis. 8 on the shot clock. Alex Jackson knocks it back. That basket will not count. They're going to call basket interference. Should have let it go. But there will be a foul on the play.
In that play, though, that's what you call allowing your offense to create offense. They're just good ball movement, good patience. Jackson able to turn the corner there, and you can see the contact on the foul.
Quentin Jackson, one of the two-way contract players for the Indiana Pacers last year. He'll be the same this upcoming year. Remember, he got into the rotation that early part of the season in November and December when the Pacers were dealing with all those summer injuries. And he's an experienced guy here, so I think the Pacers have high expectations for him here. His 4th time playing in the Vegas Summer League. Jackson out of Texas A&M. Last year spent the bulk of his time in the G League with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. And I've got some sad news for you here. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Could be sad news, could be good news. The Mad Ants are no longer. They played their final season. They're going to be relocated and rebranded to the Noblesville Boom.
Okay.
No, not the Mad Ants. No, no, not the Mad Ants. I love the Mad Ants.
But you get Boom, baby, boom.
Oh, I got my first hat from the Mad Ants.
Your first
No.
ever hat?
Yes.
Like in your life?
Well, not my life. You know, when the G League and all that stuff being put together, that was my first hat from the Mad Ants.
You
I love those guys.
Still have it?
Of course. It's in
Well,
the
you know
office.
what? Might be worth something.
Now it's a relic.
Did you
Maybe-
wear it out, or is it still?
No, I never wore it. I'm saying it's
keep
one of,
that.
one of those memorabilia pieces. You know that?
Yeah, maybe you could sell it.
No, I'm not going to sell
Put
it.
that in your man cave. Put that in the man cave, baby.
Craig Porter at the free throw line. Big opportunity here for Porter. 6'2", 25-year-old with Garland potentially starting the season on the injury report. Obviously, the Cavs acquired Lonzo Ball from the Bulls, but they're not going to want to play him heavy minutes or heavy games. But Porter has a chance if he could show some things here. If Dennis misses at the buzzer, Porter could certainly be a guy that is asked to play some minutes in the regular season. One quarter is done. 10-point lead for the Cavs. We'll go to the second.
I mean, I was here last year, but just being around, I stayed in Cleveland this summer, and you work with the guys, and my coaches and my teammates put me in good positions, to make baskets.
What are the biggest thing you need to work on this summer so you get some more playing time when the regular season gets here?
Just playing more aggressive, playing more physical, gaining weight, and just everything, to be honest.
How much fun you having being a young league that you've been here before?
Very fun. I get to coach guys that's just coming in from college. They going through what I went through, so it's just good to be a coach and give them the experience that I have.
Keep doing what you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Trade Stuff 3D, Naquan Tomlin, a guy that the front office has real high hopes for. Currently on a two-way deal, but future could be bright for this guy. Here's Jackson in the corner. We start second quarter play. Free ball from Baker is no good. It'll be Cleveland basketball. Cavaliers led by the 9 points from Naquan Tomlin in that first quarter. It's 35-25. Cavaliers ball. Tomlin triple teamed in traffic. Bucket and the opportunity for one more. Tomlin in double figures.
Nice finish, but I tell you what, Tyson set that whole play up because Tomlin was out of position as they were trying to get into their offense, but showed a lot of patience, allowed him to get reset there and created the opportunity there and the finish through contact.
Largest lead of the game for the Cavaliers, 38-25. Coming up a little later on, we'll be joined by the Cavaliers head coach, Kenny Atkinson. Jackson driving, Jackson scoring. That's Quentin Jackson out of Texas A&M. Now 38-27. Tomlin again aggressive. How about this? This is a guy who's trying to prove to this coaching staff that he belongs with how aggressive he's been.
And I'll tell you what, he's done a terrific job there. He plays with great effort and energy, very active on both sides of the ball, and shown ability to shoot it, but also handle it in traffic.
Ray J. Dennis, the first Pacer in double figures. He's got 11-point lead for the Cavaliers. They've got the basketball here. Tyrese Proctor has it, the second-round pick out of Duke. Proctor, one of 5 Duke starters that got selected. He misses, but right place, right time is Norchad Omier. But they don't get back, and Quentin Jackson makes them pay. Hey, does that look familiar?
I was just about to say, after a made basket, you're able to get the ball up the court before the defense can set and take that deuce.
42-31. Proctor, Tyson nearly traveled. Gets it over to Proctor, another look at a 3. This time it rattles home.
They've done such a good job with their offensive execution.
Jackson in the corner. Baker, this is on his second three-point attempt. 45-31. Good transition offense. Omier throws it down. Omier, the undrafted product out of Baylor. The big bucket. Take another look at the Cavaliers forcing a Pacer timeout. 47-31. with 7:37 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson, Greg Anthony, Jared Greenberg. Appreciate your time here as we watch your Summer League squad. We're going to pick your brain a bit. First, is it okay that you're playing the Pacers in the first game? Or?
Oh man, you have to face the music at some time, right? Like, you know, it's good to. it's been a it's a tough off season when you lose. Lose in the second round. So we have to live with it. We have to wake up with it every day, and so this is some therapy, though, right? Watching us,
That's usually people come to Vegas for therapy, so it kind of makes sense. We were talking about it as we kind of went over your season recap. You come in first year with the Cavaliers. I think people knew you'd be good. I don't know that many people outside thought you'd be 64 wins good and the #1 seed, but then you go out early and you had the injuries. How do you, when you look back now that you've had a few weeks, couple months to digest it all, how do you summarize what your first year in Cleveland was?
I mean, listen, I think we improved. I think we got better. But that wasn't enough. So we know we gotta make that next jump. It's the playoff jump. I think the last 3 years we've been kind of knocked out at the same stage. So we got to live with it. Obviously, our off-season's huge. I think we've already made some roster moves. I mean, adding Lonzo. Quite honestly, we got better.
Yeah.
And then, just individual improvement from our guys. Our guys are working. They know we got to be able to stay healthy and be more durable when the playoffs come. So, but I love our group. We're going to be in the mix again. You're just anxious for it to start. It's going to be a long off season.
That was Enrique Freeman for the Pacers, and nearly a Cavs turnover. Cleveland gets it back.
Coach, oftentimes we're watching in terms of some of the finished product, but you get the opportunity to see these young men in practice and how they respond and react. Who's been really impressive for you with this group in terms of guys that have a chance to potentially find themselves on your roster?
So Greg, you know how this goes. There's guys that want to, they want to make the league. They're trying hard to practice and hard. And then there's guys that are desperate to make it. And I'll put Jalen Tyson in that unique group. He just lives and breathes it, and he gets after it every day. He's like a 10-year vet. Like, I've never seen a guy that he gets all the things he's got to do to get better, and he's desperate, and we need him. Losing Isaac, we lose a wing, so there's going to be a spot for, and look at that drive.
There he is.
He's gotten better physically. He's playing more physical. We got him picking up full court. He's going to have to serve that, defensive role, but we love what we've seen so far this summer.
Taylor Peter, the drive and the score for the Pacers. And that'll force the time. Will you stick around and talk to us some more? We got more questions.
Yeah,
I got like 30 more questions for you. It's a 51-38 score. We'll come back with the Coach of the Year in the NBA, Kenny Atkinson. Jalen Tyson and Naquan Tomlin so far here in the second quarter. Cleveland leads at 51-38. Greg Anthony, Dennis Scott with us. I'm Jared Greenberg, still joined by the head coach of the Cavaliers, Kenny Atkinson. Big question in the offseason is your point guard position. We saw the amount of pain that Darius Garland played through in that playoff run that you had. He undergoes surgery. You lose Ty Jerome to Memphis in free agency. You bring in Lonzo Ball, as you mentioned. But what happens with that point guard depth for your roster now moving forward?
Well, obviously, big loss losing Ty, and we loved him. He had a great season, but listen, Kobe did an incredible job. He had Lonzo in his back pocket, and we made that trade, and with that in the idea, like we needed more depth losing Ty, and you guys know Lonzo. I mean, I've been a huge fan since he's been in the league. He's a system fit. He's 6'6.5". He defends way better than people think, and just a great feel for the game. And you guys know more than anything, it's like IQ transfers in the playoffs, right?
You said something that for the average fan at home, you talked about system fit. And sometimes that gets lost because fans will see a kid here and he's doing something really well, whether it be scoring a basketball, but that doesn't always translate to the next level because what they do best, they may not be good enough to do at that level. And so you're looking for guys that fit and fill voids on your roster, right? You're not looking for a first option offensively with Donovan Mitchell. So talk a little bit about that when you guys are scouting and evaluating and bringing pieces in, that system fit and how important that is.
It's a great point, Greg. And I think the alignment with kind of me in the front office and coaching staff in front office is huge, right? They have to kind of understand like how important it is, finding system fits. And when Kobe brought Lonzo's name to my, in front of me, I said, man, that aligns like perfectly with how we play. It's a guy that gets, makes other guys better. He's a kick ahead guy, and defends, and he's got positional size. So it's so important, and it's important at the summer league level, right? We bring in guys that fit how we want to play.
Evan Mobley took a massive step last year. What's next for Evan Mobley?
I don't want to put added pressure on him, but the truth is he's in these next 2 or 3 years, he's got to be in the MVP conversation. I mean, talent-wise, I don't see why not. And I'm not trying to oversell him or put pressure on him, but I was just out with him 2 days in LA watching him work out. He's got everything. So it's going to be on us as coaches to empower him even more, on Donovan and Darius and those guys to empower him more. He's gotten stronger already since the season ended, and you can just see it when a guy starts to figure it out. Like he's figuring out his routine, he's figuring out his diet, he's figuring out all the stuff that he's figuring out, the weights, the strength and conditioning stuff, and you combine that with talent and the human being he is and the character he is. Oh, and by the way, he's Defensive Player of the Year. It's like, why shouldn't this guy, put himself in the conversation, to be an MVP in this league eventually?
That's a great point. And when you look at the overall landscape of the Eastern Conference now, Boston kind of in a retool mode, losing their best player. The conference champ losing their best player, that kind of opens things up a little bit more. Now, there are going to be some other teams that fill the void. We know that. But does that add extra pressure to you and your staff and your team coming off the season you had and the disappointment of the postseason?
It obviously puts pressure on us, but I think it's welcome pressure. Like this is why we coach. This is why to be coaching a team that's in the top five or six teams in the league and has a chance to win a championship. That's what you do, and our players feel the same. So it's almost like a welcome pressure. But like you said, Greg, there's going to be Orlando. I start looking at the schedule like, oh man, like there's just no cakewalks. There's no free rides in this league. So we really have to take that next jump. From a competitive standpoint, from a toughness standpoint, and then a durability standpoint.
Wheeler got the block on one end, then commits the offensive foul. Naquan Tomlin's been the star here for Cleveland. He's got 16 points, but also has committed 5 fouls. Remember, you're not going to foul out here.
Foul more. That's what to foul more.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about your team. I want to go back in history right now. It's the 35th anniversary for Greg Anthony winning a national championship.
Why are you always bringing up my age?
Well, here's the thing.
That's not true.
But hold on.
I'm going to check that. That's way too, no way. If you would have told me like 15 years.
Yeah, it felt like.
Come on, because I obviously watched it.
Well, there's a close tie. My question is, can you confirm the rumor that Jerry Tarkanian back in 1990 dodged the Richmond Spiders and refused to schedule Kenny Atkinson and the Spiders. They didn't want any piece of you.
No. That is definitely not true.
How do you think?
90. So we lost to Duke in the first round, and they beat us by like 40. Like Leitner and those, they just absolutely.
What would the score have been if Richmond and Kenny Atkinson would have gone up against Greg and the
Probably minus 40. I mean, that's like one of the all-time teams ever. And talk about a team that defended and was connected, and it's legendary. I mean, Greg, I love watching the teams, and the UNLV kind of. Just that whole aura. It for people from our era, we're reverent.
Did you ever see yourself? You go back to that. You're coaching the Richmond Spiders, and then all of a sudden now you fast forward.
No way.
A few years, and you're the head coach.
No way.
Of the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's pretty amazing.
It's like you just can't believe it. You like pinch yourself, like you're coaching Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell. And
Hey, I have to interrupt this. And Jared, in case you didn't do your homework, I lost to GA in the Final Four, and I lost to the Richmond Spiders twice. Tournament in the regular season. So every time I see Kenny Atkinson, I'm like, why?
Now, Dennis, you never should have lost with the talent you guys had.
Yeah, they had a really good team.
You should not have lost.
What'd you light him up for that night, Kenny?
I didn't light him up. I mean, we were well coached.
Score, he would lock you up, pick you up 94 feet, just like TJ McConnell. That's what Kenny did best.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Dan. But man, your team, you had great teams, and we were really well coached and disciplined, and pulled off a few upsets in our time.
Yeah, 90-91 beating Syracuse.
That was an incredible. Yeah, I mean. We were the upset kings,
For a while.
For a while, yeah.
No one wanted to see Richmond.
Nobody wanted to come to Richmond.
Well, it was the great CAA. How many schools? Remember, Navy and David Robinson had the big upsets.
Yeah.
All those schools. VCU eventually.
So one of my proudest moments is beating Navy and David Robinson at Navy. And that was the year they went to the Final Eight. I mean, can you believe David Robinson took Navy to the final? That's
because he's an all-time great. I can't believe it.
All-time great,
but that's still Navy.
But they were number 6.
By the way, how about that guy? You beat him. Jim Boeheim. He's hiding there. There he is.
But we go into Navy, they're like 6th in the nation, and we did like a triangle and 2, but we put 2 on David, right? 1 in front and 1 back. And we end up beating them at Navy. It was one of the greatest wins we had as a program. But man, what a great college player he was. People don't realize.
Well, I hope people realize, I know the voters realize what a great job you did this past year. Coach of the Year, congratulations on the success you had. I know it's a tough pill to swallow the way the season ended, but we're looking forward to next year. I think you might be better off for it, right, moving forward.
Yep, continued success to you guys. I know.
Appreciate it.
My family, we love watching you guys. We love listening to you. So just keep up the good work.
I like that you put a New York guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was all net. But yeah, what do you call it? That's not nepotism. What is that? Like regionalism?
Yeah.
Favoritism.
Favoritism, like regional favoritism.
Queens guy.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance. I wanted real quick to give a shot. The kid, Naquan Tomlin, has been
New York kid.
incredible.
I don't know where Kobe found him. Like, he didn't start playing basketball till he was like 8. His story is incredible.
Wow.
He's got an incredible story. So one of these late bloomers, and our scouts and Kobe and Mike Gantz, I don't know how they find these guys. I'm like, this guy could be in our rotation next year. I get excited about players, but who knows? You never know.
By the way, just for the record, our award-winning statistician to the Stars, David Freed, just pointed out, Dennis, you did score 15 points in 1988 against Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny was limited to 6, but Kenny had a lockdown defensive game, and Richmond won the game, beating Georgia Tech. So
Stop rubbing that.
Kenny, thank you.
I'm having sophomore nightmares again. Come on, Brian Oliver, get the ball over half court.
Kenny, thank you for joining us.
Man.
Appreciate you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
61-49, the Cavaliers lead it. We appreciate Kenny joining us. We'll take a timeout and come back for the final 1:10 of the first half. .49. Opening game of Summer League action here on NBA TV. 1:10 to go, second quarter. That is Omar Cook.
He looks intense. That's how he looked when he played, too, though. Omar was a very intense competitor. Man, I tell you what, this Cavs Summer League team has come out great energy, physical at the point of attack. They've controlled the paint.
Cavaliers have been led by Naquan Tomlin and Jalen Tyson. The two have combined for 28 of the 61 first half Cavalier points. Under a minute to go. There is Naquan Tomlin, who Kenny Atkinson couldn't stop raving about. Went to Memphis his last year in college, but he played 5 college seasons for 3 different schools. Nearly a turnover, but we're going to get a defensive foul. Tomlin spent time in JUCO and went to Kansas State, then went to Memphis. 6'9", 210, 24-year-old. Again, he'll be a two-way player to start the season. But as we saw with teams like Oklahoma City and a guy like A.J. Mitchell, when you're good enough, you force the hand of the front office and the coaches to play you more than the allotted time you can spend on a two-way deal. And oftentimes, they have to promote you to a standard contract, which I think people around the Cavaliers think is in the future for Naquan Tomlin.
I tell you, I'm really impressed. And part of what I love about him is he just has a great feel for how to play the game. He's really good off the ball. He can shoot it off the catch. He's got great length, and he's very active. He can,
look at that.
That's a nice
Norchad Omier from Tyson. 35 seconds to go first half. 40-minute games out here in Summer League. Game 1 for both the Cavaliers and the Pacers.
And if you think about it, Jared, with Cleveland, there's not often that you're going to have a couple guys on your Summer League roster that excite you to the point where they could see minutes on a team that was the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference the prior season. But that's how impressive these two young men, Tyson and Tomlin, have been.
Couple of turnovers leads to the Pacers having the ball. Cavs have a foul to give. Shot clock off, 4 seconds on the game clock. Here's Ray J. Dennis, forcing one up. Dennis, no. And that's going to conclude the first half of action. A dominant first 2 quarters from the Cleveland Cavaliers, shooting nearly 60% from the floor, hitting 7 threes. Naquan Tomlin, the star of them all, as the Cavaliers lead it 63-50 at the break. We'll come back with some halftime festivities and get you ready for second half action live from Las Vegas as Summer League 2025 is underway on NBA TV. Cleveland Cavaliers, they lead it by 13 points. Naquan Tomlin, the story, a two-way player for the Cavaliers, leading the way. He was dominant, GA.
He was, and the most important thing is when you watch a young man out here perform, does the skill set translate to the potential role you'd be asked to play on the big squad? And there's no question that this young man's versatility, size, and understanding of how to play the game, I think it bodes really well for his future.
18 first half points on 7 of 8 shooting. An efficient first 20 minutes where he was ultra aggressive, and it's led to a really solid first half by this Cavaliers Summer League squad. 63-50 the score. Greg Anthony, Jared Greenberg, roaming the sidelines somewhere here on the campus at UNLV is Dennis Scott.
Deasy.
I'm here, Jared. And your man Furphy's back on the bench, but I'm getting clarity right now. Is he eligible to come back in the game here in the second half? So let me dig a little more deeper.
Understand that Furphy took an elbow to the head. Let's take a look at that elbow to the head. We thought it was a non-contact injury at first, but take a look.
There's a lot of contact.
To the chin. That looked like a Vegas boxing match.
That is what you call, that's a standing 8. He went down, but you're going to have to give him 8 full seconds. And he still looks a little glazed.
Oh, he's in Vegas.
Yeah, but that elbow was serious. And the worst thing about those, it's in the chin, and you're not expecting it. So he
ever get one of
brace
those?
for it. Yeah, I got one a little worse than that. Broke my jaw in 2 places and my chin.
That was not on the court. What about
that? Was on the court. Yeah, that was on the court. That was on the court. Unfortunately, literally, it was on the court. The court did it. So yeah, that was not fun. No, a lot of those kinds of injuries, man. That's you get so many over the course of a career. In all seriousness, another good cut there.
Tomlin again. He's got 20.
It's again his ability to cut. He understands where the pressure is, the spacing on the floor. He is just a terrific feel.
Naquan Tomlin now 8 of 9 from the field, leading scorer of the game.
Yeah, this is one of the most underrated skills in basketball, is cutting. And when you think about how much bigger the court is now because of the impact of three-point shooting, cutting is so invaluable to a team's ability to execute in the half court.
Here's Ray J. Dennis, nifty move, dumps it off. And Enrique Freeman got fouled. Not only does Tomlin have 20, but Jalen Tyson has 6 assists, and it feels like the majority of those 6 assists have come to Tomlin.
Yeah, it's the chemistry. They've got a real good feel for one another, playing off of one another. Again, that's something that will bode well. And just, talking with their front office prior to the game, they're really high. We had, obviously, Coach Atkinson, but they're really high on those 2 young men. And again, their skill set really fits with the core of their team. They're wings, they're guys that they're two-way players. They can both shoot the basketball, make plays with the basketball. That is, I think, going to pay big dividends for Cleveland this upcoming season.
Here's Tomlin again, playing with it. Tomlin driving. Tomlin in traffic, nearly loses it, but he got fouled. You mentioned the different ways teams have to build because of this new collective bargaining agreement era we're in, with the salary cap being so restrictive and punitive. It has not been the norm that a team that finished first in the East and won 64 games has 3 guys on their summer league roster, maybe 4, that couldn't play minutes, and big minutes for the team next season in the regular year.
Yeah, I think there's no question they're going to play minutes. And part of that is also, your teams now, and you saw Indy and OKC in the finals exemplify this in terms of their roster. They're going to play 10, 11 guys. It's a long 82-game season. There are going to be many opportunities for some of the guys further down in your rotation to have an impact. And then when you get those opportunities, if you play at a high level, you're going to find yourself getting more as the season progresses.
Philip Wheeler on the other end for Indiana. Going to the free throw line now is a guy that it's going to take a while, but the Cavaliers are excited about. This is Salio Niang, who was selected by Kobe Altman and Mike Gansey, the Cavaliers front office, with the 58th pick. Niang, the Cavaliers came out right away and said he is going to be a couple of years away. He's going to go back overseas and play potentially in Italy or somewhere next season, and maybe even another season, as they continue to have him mature, just 21 years old. This is a guy, Niang, who's 6'8", 204, so obviously very thin. Was a guy that played in the Italy League last year, was the most improved player, part of a team that won the Italian National Cup. Here is Niang from 3. But it's good that he's playing here, because a lot of the draft and stash guys don't play summer league. This is good for the Cavs to get their eyes on. Tyson straight away 3. You bet.
And we talked, right, so you see Tyson knocking down triple. A big part of that is they get to have him in their practices, because keep in mind, folks, yeah, you're going to see this team play 4 or 5, maybe 6 games here, but they're going to practice in essence every day. And they're going to be integrated with the coaching staff and the front office. And so they really get a sense of who these kids are. You see here, great ball movement there, and Tyson was locked and loaded on that triple. And so that becomes invaluable. I go back to the player development angle and how the value of second-round picks. They are going to be, in a lot of ways, when you're picking late, they're going to be more valuable than some first-round picks because of the cap flexibility and how the CBA has really limited what teams can do in terms of the flexibility of making roster moves.
Ray J. Dennis has 16 for Indiana. Straight away 3, fake the drive. No good on the bucket, but Norchad Omier, who's in double figures, will go back to the free throw line. Tomlin, Tyson, and Omier all in double figures for the Cavaliers as Dennis commits the foul. 71-58. Norchad Omier, undrafted a couple of weeks ago in the NBA draft. He's a guy who literally worked out for half the NBA, worked out for 15 different teams after being a first-team All-Big 12 selection this past winter for Baylor. Niang knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Indiana basketball, pardon me.
We talked about Cleveland and how good they've been shooting almost 60% from the game, 47 from 3. They got 16 assists, and they've also knocked down 13 of their 16 free throws. So they have really shared it well, played good team-oriented basketball, and they've been rewarded. And thus far here, it's still a lot of time to go.
Wheeler gets a shot blocked by Omier. Greedy?
Yeah, guys, it's confirmed that Furphy will not return. They like what they've seen so far. 8 points in 9 minutes. Being precautious, no concussion, nothing like that. Just want to give some other guys opportunity to play today.
Wow, a stronger jaw than any of us.
Yes,
He
of
wasn't coming
course.
back. He wasn't.
I'd be concussed, no question about it.
Yeah. There's Peter. Inside, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Good defensive stand by the Cavaliers.
That's right. He did play. He played Australian rules football. Did Furphy?
Would you ever play Australian rules?
No, but I used to watch it.
That's some.
I mean that
some
sincerely.
serious
When I
stuff,
was a
man.
kid, and cable first came out, I'm dating.
We are getting old.
But they used to show Australian rules football. And I was
Yeah,
like, it's
you're right.
similar to rugby.
Yes, very
And
similar.
I can tell you what, based off the hit he just had and his reaction, he didn't play Australian rules football long. I think he realized right away, you know what, I'm going basketball.
Because he's there, you expect to take a shot to the jaw like that. Tyson airball on the long 3. Niang tried to save it, but he was out of bounds. It'll be Indiana basketball. 71-58. 6:27 to go, third quarter. This is Ray J. Dennis, who's been the offensive firepower for Indiana. He throws it away there. Taken away by Proctor. Proctor gives it up. Niang gives it up. Niang gets it back. Niang misses the bunny. Couple of opportunities blown there by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Dennis quickly the other way. Dennis puts it up. Gets his own rebound. That's not legal. It didn't touch the rim. It'll be Cleveland basketball underneath the basket. Approaching 6 minutes to go. Summer League action continues tonight on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Much anticipated showdown. Cooper Flagg making his pro debut against Bronny James. That's tonight at 8 o'clock on ESPN. That'll be followed by the Spurs and the Sixers. Talon Peter in the open court throwing it down. Had a bit of a run here by the Pacers to make it an 11-point deficit.
Jerry, you talked about Peters early. You know, he hasn't been overly aggressive, but he has been really good when given opportunities to have an impact on the game.
Just the second miss of the night by Tomlin. He's 8 of 10. Peter out of Liberty. Give you more on him. Got 45% from 3 last year playing for the Flames in Lynchburg, Virginia. 6'4", 185 in the open court. Got some hops too. Talon Peter and Liberty last year, many people circled them to be a potential Cinderella story. I think a lot of brackets got messed up because people picked Liberty to upset Oregon. Ended up losing that game in the first round. Peter is a guy that's taken the long road here to the NBA Summer League. Has good defense here by Naquan Tomlin. Forces the ball to come loose, but his last touch by the Cavaliers. There'll just be 4 seconds on the shot clock here for Indiana. And it'll be inbound by Ray J. Dennis. Peter, a guy who was a great shooter. And also, as you saw in that dunk before we went to break, a great leaper. Here you go, 4 seconds on the clock. Jackson inside, wide open. The defense fell apart there. Enrique Freeman makes him pay.
Yeah, and a lot of times that happens because of great spacing and the fact that you've got to honor the three-point shooting, and it makes you a little reluctant to plug the lane.
Pacers have scored the last 6, gotten within 9. Tyson, yes.
That was impressive. Just no hesitation, catch and shoot there. Nice find there by Tomlin.
Tyson's got 16. Quickly the other way, Cam Jones. Haven't mentioned him much today. Jones, second-round selection by the Pacers. Signed a standard NBA 4-year contract the other day after the Pacers acquired him from the Spurs. Tomlin, 3 balls, good. He's now got 23 points and he's knocked down his 3rd 3. But quickly the other way, Jackson. How about the Pacers after a make?
Pacers are looking a lot more fluid here in the second half. But again, just a great job of the 2-man game between Tomlin and Tyson. You can tell that they've got great chemistry and a really good connection between the two.
That was the number 30, Naquan Tomlin.
Got a timeout here, guys. I wonder
I think they're going to look at the contact to the head.
All right, we're going to take a timeout with them as the refs take a look to see if this needs to be upgraded to a potential flagrant. We'll show you the results when we return to Vegas.
To review, this play has been upgraded to a flagrant 1. Indiana will shoot 2, potentially for 1, after the and 1, and the ball will return. Free throw line extended, 24 seconds on the shot clock, please.
All right, so there'll be 2 free throws here to make 1. This is the G League rule. No, it's because they made the basket and it was upgraded. So there's the 1 on the and 1.
And then they get the ball.
And then they get the ball.
And guys, to your point earlier, this is after a made basket that this play happens. So once again, to your point, Jared, this team is playing the same way they played during the regular season, the Pacers.
That was the modus operandi from Isaac Yacob, the Summer League head coach, who's been in the video room and then a player development coach under Rick Carlisle. They want to find out if you can play with the regular season squad. Cam Jones driving. Cam Jones doesn't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
And in fairness to the Pacers, guys, they look more like the big club in this second half. Their intensity, the pace, is the ball movement's been better. They just seem to have kind of gotten comfortable going against Cleveland's physicality.
Cam Jones, 4-year player out of Marquette. Remember, he played with Tyler Kolek in the backcourt for several years at Marquette. And Kolek was the point guard, Greg. You'll remember that. But last year, after Kolek had moved on to the NBA, he's on the Knicks. We'll see him tomorrow on NBA TV. Jones got the ball in his hands last year. And that, I think, is important. What impressed Chad Buchanan and the front office, because now they want to know, can they put the ball in his hands at the NBA level? Tomlin, Tyson, back to Tomlin. No surprise, we've seen it all afternoon. Tomlin will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think you made a great point about that. And again, don't forget that they're not going to have Tyrese Halliburton. So they're going to need another ball handler to help facilitate and to keep up the pace there. Again, just a great find, a terrific cut by Tomlin, but then Tyson with a perfect delivery there where he could catch it and do something with it.
So Naquan Tomlin, who's sitting on 24 points on 9 of 11 from the free throw line, from the field, pardon me, is at the line for 1 more. One aspect of this Pacer team we haven't talked about yet, right behind Tyrese Halliburton being out, the other headline this offseason, the surprising, the shocking departure, Jackson knocking down the 3 for Indiana, of Miles Turner, who stunned the Pacer organization when he, seemingly out of thin air, signed with the Milwaukee Bucks, their arch rival, during the first few days of free agency. And now they've got a huge gap in the middle.
And they have helped to fortify a divisional rival.
Right, Jackson gets it up to Freeman, stops, Freeman gets blocked, but fouled down low on the body, so Freeman will go to the free throw line. Yeah, no question. Brook Lopez had departed from Milwaukee. They bring in, a younger version of Brook Lopez, if you will, and Miles Turner, who had played all 10 years of his pro career in Indiana amid, it seemed like every year Miles Turner was in trade conversations. They ended up not trading him, but losing him for nothing to Milwaukee really a stunner for this Indiana team. And now there's a lot of questions about what they're going to do with that position. If we kind of look at the depth chart for Indiana, you're looking at two guys coming off of Achilles injuries, and Isaiah Jackson and James Wiseman, who both will be back. Wiseman just re-signed. You trade for Jay Huff, who's a pick and pop 5 from Memphis. And now this team is going to have to piece it together at that position that was so vital to them on both sides of the court last year. Great defense here on the perimeter. 3-ball, air ball.
And to your point, look, I like Jay Huff. I think that helps to give you some depth at that position, but sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone. And Miles Turner, you might not like everything about his game, but he has provided a lot of impact at that 5 position.
It's timeout on the
Pacers.
Pacers. We'll stay here with the timeout, just the 5-point game. So let's talk about what you think. Indiana, obviously the point guard position is going to be the biggest question mark with Halliburton out for the year. They have T.J. McConnell, but now at that center spot, for the way they play, what will Rick Carlisle do now at that position with so many different guys who are unproven and untested?
Well, first of all, we should ask Rick, since he's literally about 30 feet from him. I may go over and say, I'm going to text him. That might be easier. He's on his phone. I know I can get him. But in all seriousness, they don't know yet, to be quite frank. The potential still exists to see what those young guys can do. The one advantage that they have, and we talked about it with the Celtics, they know they're not going to be a championship caliber team this year, right? So it gives you an opportunity to let some guys develop. Tony Bradley gave them some minutes at that position. Jackson and Wiseman should both be back. Both still young players, though. Not necessarily ready to be frontline players just yet, but they proved that they could at least have an impact on an NBA team. So I think they're of the mindset, look, let's develop some of our other young players. I think this creates more opportunities for a guy like Benedict Mathurin to take more responsibility and ownership of that offense. T.J. McConnell will be fine, but what they're going to miss most is Tyrese Halliburton to get the ball moving. That's what they lost. And you saw it in that 7th game. Their ability to pass it and create shots through their offense, it really was nullified. And that's something that I think that's going to be a bigger issue for them than just replacing Miles Turner, which is also going to be a significant loss for this Pacers group.
Cavs had a 16-point lead at one juncture in the game. Pacers have scored the last 9. The guy we saw playing great defense now in at the point guard spot for the Pacers is Stephen Ashworth. Followed college basketball. He was a great story last year. Foul on Cleveland here. It'll be 14 on the shot clock. There's Ashworth. Out of Creighton after playing 3 years at Utah State. This guy Ashworth played 167 career college basketball games. Great move there by Quentin Jackson for the Pacers.
Yeah, he has been really good, Quentin Jackson here lately. When I saw that stat, 167 games, I was trying to do the math with my Ivy League education. And I was like looking at the numbers like, okay, that's not 4 years. Not 5 years.
Yeah, we may need to fact check some things that you say throughout the broadcast.
That's fine. That's fine. I got the degrees to prove it. You don't have to be. Where'd you go to school again?
The Ivy on the island.
What island? Rikers? Alcatraz? I'm still trying to figure out that island, Diesel.
Oh, my goodness.
UNLV legend Greg Anthony. They took down your jersey.
Did they?
Summer League.
Well, yeah, we don't put that up for Summer League, man. That's
No, I know.
we don't
number
do that
should
for
be in the
Summer League.
Rafters.
No, it's up there.
I mean, it should be in the building no matter who's.
No, it's in the building, but we like to let it get some air, let it breathe.
Jackson in the open court. How about a 13-0 run by the Pacers after being down 16? It's a 1-point game.
I tell you what, they have done a great. Quentin Jackson has really been impressive overall with what he's been able to do.
Brown driving, getting the contact, the bucket, and the foul. But let's take a look at Quentin Jackson, and this is giving off vibes of that second-round playoff series where the Cavaliers could not hold a lead against the Pacers, and there was some late-game theatrics.
Yeah, it was the relentlessness of the Pacers, really all postseason long, just never allowing themselves to be out of a game, and that's what we've seen here thus far in this opening contest for Indiana.
Here's Ashworth. Behind his back. Over to Freeman. Jackson. In the corner. Free ball for the Pacers. Air ball. Hunter Maldonado. Speaking of a guy who played a lot of college basketball.
How many he's got?
6 years. All and the rarity is they were all at Wyoming for Maldonado. He's one of the great Cowboys of all time.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. There's no.
You're not going to
question.
debate me on that?
No, 6 years, man. He's got to be in the record book.
Oh, he's in there several times. There's Freeman. Enrique Freeman trying to impress the Pacers. Had been on a two-way. An opportunity for the final two-way spot is up for grabs. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. It's just a 2-point game. Pacers have closed the gap. Here's Proctor driving, creating separation. Proctor, no. Second effort. Go!
Way to stay with it there by Proctor.
And here's Jackson again, quickly up the court. In the corner. Now Peter. Freeman fakes on a three. Now we'll take it. And air ball.
Freeman, I think he had a chance to make one more pass to Jackson, and that's sometimes you just want to also realize who the hot hand is and try to keep the ball moving to a point where it ends up in the players who are having the biggest impact offensively.
Quentin Jackson has 18 for the Pacers. Big third quarter by Indiana. 42 seconds to go in the third. Here's Proctor. Turns it over. The hustle by Jackson. Jackson strong to the cup. Right hand. Oh, we've got a 2-point game again. Jackson's got 20 points.
He has been terrific here on both sides of the ball.
Here's Proctor. 2-point lead for the Cavaliers. Now on Arua. Free ball. Good.
That was a big time shot.
On Aruna. Shot clock off here. 5-point lead for the Cavaliers. 7 seconds to go. Ashworth fakes on a deep three, draws the contact, and he's gonna get the whistle. Shedrick took the bait, and the referees rewarded Stephen Ashworth.
You know what we call those? Those are heads-up plays. That was just him understanding the moment. He got the defender up in the air. Really didn't have a chance to shoot it, but he could create the contact and force that call there to get to the line.
Stephen Ashworth, the Creighton school record, 500 points and 200 assists in his 1 year playing for the Blue Jays. Take another look.
You can see, like, he didn't really have much there, and as a defender, you've got to be a little smarter in that situation. He didn't have a live dribble, 3-4 feet behind the line, and you've got about a foot of height on him. Just put your hands up.
Ashworth last year had the 11th most threes in Division I men's basketball. Shot clock off here. 2-point game. Cavs lead it. 4 seconds to go. See if they can get a shot off. 1 second to go. Comes up just shy by Darius Brown. But that quarter dominated by the Pacers and Quentin Jackson, who scored 12 of his 20 points over the last 10 minutes of action. We go to the fourth and a 2-point game in Vegas.
Defensive intensity in that third quarter got y'all back in this ball game.
For me personally, and I think for our team, we just came out a little lackluster. You know, they kind of crawled up into us. They turned up their intensity on defense in the first half. So pretty much at halftime, our kind of adjustment was, you know, match their energy. And as we match their energy, we see what's going on. So, I mean, I just think defensively, we just need to keep being us and just keep fighting.
Speaking of us, in the regular season, every time someone scores a basketball, y'all get out and run. Y'all doing the same thing this summer. How big is that?
That's big. You know, the program don't change regardless of whether it's G League, Pacers, or wherever it's at. So, I mean, it's an organization. We he's done a good job with putting things in that we have, and I think right now we're doing a pretty good job executing. We just got to keep going, finish the game.
You're doing what you do.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Jackson keeps it going. 22 points here. And we've got, again, a 3-point game. Cleveland comes right back down the court. Cavaliers led by as many as 16 in the first half. Jackson's got the hot hand. Jackson, the only way they can stop him is by fouling him, and that's exactly what Jalen Tyson just did.
Yeah, but that was an example what Dennis was talking about with Jackson. After a score, you get the ball up the floor quickly. That forces cross matches, and it puts the defense in rotation, and it comes back to the hot hand. He's able to attack and get to the line.
Tyson just committed his 6th foul, but you get 10 here in the first few days of summer league.
You ever play spades as a kid? It was a card game in the hood they play called spades.
No, I was more of a boo rag.
Okay, boo rag, same thing. He gets 10, but he gets a couple possibles. So he can still get 12. They can still negotiate that.
But go and tell them possibles aren't really good, though.
Sometimes depends on who's playing. You might be setting somebody up.
Then you do get lucky, you do. That last book of the hand.
Yeah, we have to get you in one of our spade games.
Come on, get me out.
I think you'll like it.
Just trying to take my money.
Game. No. You don't necessarily play for fun.
I got a kid.
No, we're not messing with that college education, man. We getting him to Rikers, too.
Here's Jalen Tyson with 5 on the shot clock. Good defense by Peter. Corner, Niang. Good. What a shot by Salio Niang. Right back the other way, Ashworth. Yeah, you see why he hit the 11th most threes in the country last year.
I tell you what, this game has actually been pretty fun.
It's been
high level, a lot of intensity. It's physical.
Just go back to that third quarter. You know, we're only playing 10-minute quarters. Indiana scored 34 points in 10 minutes of action. Good two-man game again in the corner. Back to Niang. We'll see if he pulls the trigger. This time puts it on the deck. They whip it around. 7 on the shot clock. That's Proctor. Proctor off the front of the iron. It's taken down by Indiana. Pacers with an opportunity to tie. They haven't led since the score was 5-4. Ashworth. No.
I haven't said this much. I did not like that shot there from Peters. I know he's got the capability, but that's a shot you don't need to take that early in the shot clock.
Good defense there by Peter. By Maldonado, pardon me. And now it's taken down by Ashworth. 94-91. Good defense by Niang in the backcourt. Defense into offense by the rookie, Salio Niang.
I tell you what, he has got incredible defensive instincts. I love his lateral quickness. His ability to change directions defensively is impressive.
Robert Baker turns it over.
That is one of the worst feelings when you foul with your face.
Take another look at Salio Niang.
And Niang, watch the anticipation on this dribble here. He almost sets up the offensive player by beating him to the spot there, forces that turnover and an easy deuce. He has definitely shown a skill set that translates. And I understand why they're thinking, hey, let's let him mature physically. I think he's got a lot of upside offensively as well.
Tyson, lefty lay-in is good. Yeah, Salio Niang really showed himself at the Adidas Euro Camp when he was named the defensive MVP. You saw some of that defensive effort there. Corner, 3-ball, good. Hunter Maldonado. Maldonado was on that G League championship team with the OKC Blue back a year ago. Offensive foul. And it's going to be Indiana basketball. Take another look at Hunter Maldonado.
Just a really good cross-court pass there. No hesitation. Even though he had Niang running out at him, just knocked that one down with great rhythm.
And guys, I'm pretty impressed. Like, these Pacers are getting back in this ball game playing like the regular season play. It's pretty impressive. After made shots, these guys are getting wide open shots on the other end.
Ray J. Dennis back in the game. He's got 16 points. He was the scoring leader in the first half. Now Maldonado driving in and muscles his way up for 2 more. Maldonado, undrafted in 2023 out of Wyoming, played in Germany last year after playing in the G League in 2023. and 24. Got a foul on Indiana.
His second personal.
Second foul on Stephen Ashworth. Pacers trailed by as many as 16.
Yeah, it's been a completely different Pacers team. And it also, that started to happen when the Cavs went to their bench. They didn't have Tomlin and Tyson in the game, and that second unit just was not nearly as effective defensively.
Taylen Peter commits the foul on Niang. It's going to be on the floor. Niang's been pretty aggressive here.
Well, he's showing it. You talked about he's known more so for his defensive prowess, but he's got a really good skill set offensively. He's aggressive, and you can see once he gets stronger physically, because that frame will hold another 20, 25 pounds.
6'8", 204 right now.
Yeah, that just doesn't even sound right.
We haven't heard this name in a while. There's a rare miss by Naquan Tomlin, who has been sensational tonight. Tomlin's got 24. Up and good for Indiana. Ray J. Dennis getting back at it. And a tie game. Pacers have scored the last 7, and they've erased a 16-point deficit. With 5:48 to go in the fourth, we got a brand new shiny one in Vegas. NBA 2K26 Summer League, live from Las Vegas. NBA TV's first game of the summer out here in the desert, AKA Greg Anthony's world. You still eat for free everywhere you go?
Well, I tip. I do too.
Cavaliers just took their first lead since it was 5-4. They were down by 16. The free throw is good by Dennis, and it's now 99-98. Pardon me, Pacers' first lead since it was 5-4. Whoa! Skying high, Naquan Tomlin somehow got his fingertips on it.
I tell you what, that was an incredible finish.
My goodness. How did that go in, G.A.?
That's great control there.
Everything going for Tomlin. Ashworth with the bigger Tomlin on him. Now it's Freeman. 5 of the shot clock. Maldonado from downtown. No good. Great rebound there by Norchad Omier, coming down with a one-handed bear claw. 100-99. Cleveland back in front. Ball poked away. Here comes Dennis. Tyson chases it down and gets it back for the Cavaliers. Cavs ball up by 1. Corner 3. Naquan Tomlin. No, but right there is the rookie. Salio Niang doing a little bit of everything for the Cavaliers. Ashworth turns it over. Tyson up to Brown. Brown gonna challenge. Brown scores. And quickly the Cavaliers go back in front, 104-99, after they briefly trailed by a point.
Yeah, how about that momentum swing set up by the brilliance on that offensive rebound by Niang?
Errant pass by Ashworth. Freeman couldn't recover. Here's Omier. Omier, bucket and one. 8-0 run by the Cavaliers. Take a look at the defense by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, this first one, though, Tomlin, he knew he couldn't dunk it, but able to just kind of control that like a controlled temp. And then Yang, just great energy. And the thing I love about that young man, basketball, the game is about possessions. Who can get the most? Who gets the most shots? He wins possessions for you defensively, offensive rebounding, deflections. There's so many good things out on the floor.
Taylen Peter recovers from the high pass, gets it back down to Jackson. Jackson kicks it, 3 ball, no good. And here comes Cleveland. And speaking of possessions, the Cavaliers have attempted 68 shots from the field to just 56 by the Pacers. Norchad Omier, straightaway 3, no. Tipped by Tomlin. Oh, Naquan Tomlin, the leading scorer. He's now got 28 as the Cavaliers have scored the last 11 points.
Naquan Tomlin has been as impressive as anybody on the floor, doing a little bit of everything here with the putback.
back in Vegas, where you want free fan perks? Well, that's a win with NBA ID. Get exclusive merch deals, chances to meet NBA legends, and more all summer long. Join free now at NBA.com/ID or in the NBA app. The Pacers had a lead for 13 seconds. Then Cavaliers came back, scoring the last 11. Ray J. Dennis ends the run back to an 8-point deficit for the Pacers, who briefly erased a 16-point lead by the Cavaliers. Corner, 3-ball, Niang, no good that time. Jalen Tyson got the rebound, but then threw it out of bounds. Turnover number 15 on the Cavaliers. Pacers have committed 17 miscues.
Yeah, that was the right idea by Tyson. Just a little bit too much on that pass there in the interior to Tomlin.
Dennis, he's got 21. Misses on that layup attempt. Wheeler comes down with it. Back to Dennis. Off on the 3. Offensive rebound. Third attempt here by the Pacers on this possession. There's going to be a foul by Naquan Tomlin. That's going to be the 8th personal foul on Tomlin. Remember, you get 10 here, and it looks like Quentin Jackson, who has been the offensive juggernaut for the Pacers in the second half, may have taken a shot there to his leg.
I think he caught a knee to the thigh there. That's going to hurt now, but it is really, he's going to feel it tomorrow. That is for sure.
Well on the shot clock. 2:50 to go in the fourth. Jackson right back at it. Gets deflected. Good interior defense by the Cavaliers. Here they come. Odd man rush. Tomlin gets it back and puts it in. Tomlin now has 30 points in 24 minutes of action. Naquan Tomlin, and we're going to get a technical foul.
He's just got great ball instincts, and by that I mean he just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. What a luxury, and how impressive has he been here tonight.
By the way, the tech is going to be on the delay of game, second delay of game, which results in a technical foul shot for Ray J. Dennis, who now has 22 points, second leading scorer behind Quentin Jackson on Indiana. Jackson's got 24. Freeman's got 15 for Indiana. Leading scorer, Naquan Tomlin. That's hard to score 30 points in 25 minutes of action now.
And only on 16 shots. So he has been uber efficient here tonight.
Dennis, he's got 25. Don't go anywhere. We are not done just yet.
It's a 2-possession game with a lot of time here, a little over 2:20, and there we go with a turnover.
Turnover, Peter to Jackson. Jackson back to Peter. Peter, it's a 4-point game. And a timeout by Omar Cook and the Cavaliers. Take another look at Ray J. Dennis, who gets the feed and knocks it down. The 10th three made by the Pacers so far this afternoon here in the Summer League opener for both Indiana and Cleveland. 111 to 107 with 2:11 to go. Again, if you're just joining us, not just an everyday exhibition. This means something to both organizations and to the players in the games due to the roster situation both teams enter next season on. Obviously, both teams dealing with significant injuries to their point guard. Tyrese Halliburton, as Kevin Pritchard confirmed the other day, will be out for the season for Indiana next year with a torn Achilles, which he suffered in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Cavaliers will be without their starting point guard for a period of time. Darius Garland, coming off toe surgery, could be ready at some point early in the season, but who will replace him? They brought in Lonzo Ball, but with his injury history, they want to manage his minutes. So guys like Craig Porter, guys like Jalen Tyson, Tyrese Proctor, and the emergence today of Naquan Tomlin may force the hand of Kenny Atkinson to put these young guys into regular season rotation minutes.
It's a great point. I think there is going to be a scenario where that is the case. Let's face it, even though it doesn't necessarily fit the timeline, But the Cavs are in a situation where they're trying to win now. And the advantage they have with some of the guys we've talked about, Tomlin and Tyson, that they have a level of maturity and a complementary skill set to the core of who Cleveland has. And then with the Pacers, listen, there are going to be minutes there at the guard position. The center position also somewhat in flux as well. So opportunities abound for a lot of these young men potentially for the upcoming season.
Cavaliers ball, just over 2 minutes to go. They lead it by 4. Both teams have a two-way roster spot available. Jalen Tyson, corner, Niang's been real good. Pacer bench wanted to travel, they didn't get it, but Taylor Peter comes up with a steal. Comes right back to Cleveland. Cleveland, they go up, and it gets blocked. Omier couldn't get that layup attempt off. Good defensive effort on both sides during that possession. We've really seen it all game long.
A great effort by both sides is right. And Yang there, a little winded, but you could see where he's still got to get stronger on that drive there. He's got to be able to hold his line and not be knocked off it by the defender.
Pretty cool to see that he's going to get the opportunity, it looks like, at least to finish the game here. Tyrese Proctor out of Duke. Proctor driving on Peter. Free throw line jumper, comes up short, knocked around. Comes out to Ray J. Dennis. Dennis has 25 points and 7 assists. Fakes right, goes left. Look at the runner off the back of the iron. Loose ball, last touch by Cleveland. It'll be Indiana ball with 14 on the shot clock here.
So they are just laying it on the line here, these young men. Great effort. You can see a little bit of fatigue. It's been physical all game long as well.
In case you're wondering, 40-minute Summer League games. The record for most points by a single team, 120. It's been done 3 different times in the previous 19 years of the Las Vegas Summer League. Dennis, corner. He got fouled on the penetration. Cavaliers up by 4, led by as many as 16.
If you're Cleveland now, in these situations, you got to be able to guard without fouling. You don't want to give up free throws here down the stretch. 4 shots up over the top and give your defense a chance to control the defensive backboard.
Ooh, that's going to be a foul away from the ball, and we're going to get free throws because it came before the ball was inbounded. Oh, that is a horrific foul by the Cavaliers, and a costly one, as we're going to get free throws here by Ray J. Dennis. Take a look, middle of the screen. Jalen Tyson holding, wrapping his arms around Dennis.
He definitely did wrap the arms around him. Not sure it impeded his progress, but you can't do that right in front of the official. Just not a smart play, and otherwise what has been a brilliant game by Tyson.
Ray J. Dennis, 10 of his 26 points have come in the 4th quarter. It's now a 3-point game. Indiana retains possession. Dennis, great bounce pass, but it couldn't be handled by Freeman. At first, gets it back. There was no Cavalier there. It's a 1-point game after Indiana has scored the last 9 unanswered.
Tell you what, a little bit behind was the pass, but give Freeman a lot of credit being able to corral that in rhythm there and go up and finish.
It'll be a fun final 60 seconds here in Las Vegas. Tyson loses it. Peter takes advantage. Peter in the open court, dunks it, and the Pacers lead by 1. 55.5 seconds to go.
This is eerily reminiscent to what we saw in the postseason from the Pacers.
They constantly came back, whether it was against Milwaukee in round 1, New York, and Cleveland in round 2. And then New York in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Pacers play with a never-say-die attitude. Got a foul away from the ball here. It'll be on Wheeler. That's the foul to give. Take a look at Taylor Peter, who we've seen now twice get open court dunks. Remember, he's a guy who in high school was a high jump state champion. This guy's a leaper.
I tell you what, he's also got really good instincts defensively on that possession. Terrific with the anticipation, understanding what Tyson was trying to do with it and able to pick his pocket.
Omier, uncontested jam. Seesaw affair, Cavs back up by 1, 34 seconds to play. 113 to 112. Opening game here on NBA TV out in Las Vegas. Dennis drives, kicks. Wheeler! Cleveland sees the lead go right back to Indiana.
That was a great find by Dennis. Even better cut by Wheeler to kind of bail him out there for the deuce. Terrific play for the finish.
Omar Cook calls the timeout, the draw up what could be the final play, and just like Cleveland and Indiana did so many times in the postseason, it's going to come right down to a final shot. Pacers have gone on a 13-2 run to lead it by 1 with 18 seconds to go. Take a look at the middle of the court here, 3D and GA.
Yeah, you can see like everyone was expecting that corner pass for the triple, but Wheeler's cut created an opportunity for Dennis there to find him. And I tell you what, Ray J. Dennis has been really good down the stretch here, controlling things for the Pacers.
So Omar Cook, right side of your screen, leading the huddle for the Cavaliers. Isaac Jacob leading the huddle for the Pacers on the left side of your screen. Jacob coming from the Luke Walton tree, has been with Rick Carlisle the last several years. In the fourth quarter, Indiana's outscored Cleveland by 3.
Well, this possession will be big. 18 seconds, but you're down. So it's not a scenario where you're looking to take the last shot. They're going to try to create and get going and get something at the rim if possible. And if they aren't able to convert, leave enough time where they can foul and still have another possession to potentially win or tie the game.
Cleveland out of timeouts. Indiana has one, and they have the lead. It'll be Cavs ball side out. Naquan Tomlin's been the story for the Cavaliers. Tomlin, undrafted a year ago out of Memphis, has 30 points to lead the way.
Generally, though, Tyson's been the one who has kind of facilitated their offense, so I'd expect he would get the ball back maybe on a handoff here since he's taking it out and try to get something downhill.
Proctor, the rookie, they put it in his hands. Proctor, the drive. Proctor, the jump shot. Proctor, no, the tip. Good by Omier. 1 point lead. Indiana with the timeout. They don't use it. Freeman down the court, puts it up. He got fouled with 6.9 seconds to go. Enrique Freeman will go to the free throw line with an opportunity to put Indiana back in front.
Yeah, again, 3 guys going to the offensive glass here. Not a great shot by Proctor, but staying after it. They get the tip, but then immediately the Pacers get the ball in and get it up the court quickly before the defense has a chance to set.
And the biggest thing we saw from Tyrese Halliburton this year with Indiana was the throw-ahead passes, right? Yeah. We see that from Nikola Jokic. We saw it from Halliburton this year. That's what Indiana just did. And much like Rick Carlisle, Isaac Jacob didn't use that final timeout, and it paid off with Freeman now tying the game at the line.
And keep in mind, no timeouts for Cleveland, but still 7 seconds, a lot of time to be able to get something good.
So the Cavaliers, again, as you said, without a timeout, 6 seconds to go. Here's Jalen Tyson for the lead. No, air ball. A forced shot by Jalen Tyson goes to the win.
Wow.
And Cleveland, who once had a 16-point lead, it's something about these Pacers. A never say die attitude. Quentin Jackson led the charge in the third quarter. It was Ray J. Dennis in the fourth quarter, as Dennis had 16, Jackson had 24, and they come from 16 down to win it. Cleveland led it by 9 with 2:38 to go. The Pacers end the game on a 15-4 run and open up Summer League with a big statement win. For Greg Anthony and Dennis Scott and our entire NBA TV team, I'm Jared Greenberg. Great job to our producer, Carly McCall. Today, Pacers in dramatic fashion once again. They win it.